Hey guys, Sarah here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Poltawa, playing for today's spawning in the north. We have ZodiAK as the Soviets, who has a guard rifle, combined arms, mechanized support, and guard motor coordination. Teaming up with him is CrossFire, also Soviets, who has guard motor coordination, armored assault, and guard rifle combined arms. Random team, these two, I think one of them's rank 2, random 2's the Soviets, the other one rank 3, something like that. Top of the food chain, random 2's players. In the south we have Kaster as the Aussie player, and his loadout is Jaeger armor, Jaeger infantry, and Luftwaffe supply. It's a bit of an unusual one. Teaming up with him is 101st Airborne, also as I say, who has assault support, lightning war, and joint operations. Don't see that too often either. These guys are a ranged team around rank 40, so have one of those quite common matches. Random team versus a ranged team. So a ranged team have the communication edge, and like they're playing together history, but they have the ranking disadvantage. So cut off maneuver here from ZodiAK early. Gets off that munitions point. Ooh, yeah, good timing on that retreat. Could have been a squad wipe there. That mortar shell was almost laser guided. Both the fuel and the munitions cut off there because this territory here wasn't connecting the fuel. So good early harass there by ZodiAK. Makes him into the building. Quite a lot of buildings in the middle of this map do need an early mortar. Both sides, I believe. I actually veto this map, I don't really like it that much, but there's it is reasonably interesting. A lot of like these high fences blocking line of sight. Let's make for some interesting maneuvers through the middle. There we go, mortar goes to work. Maxim gets flushed out there. General's having a bit of trouble against this grenadier in the building. Interesting to see ZodiAK going for a second combat energy here. But he might have gone for a mortar team. And now the Axis pushing right onto the fuel here. Penal's rotating around from the buildings, but they have already taken quite a lot of health damage. Looks like the harassment will have to end there. 3 penal squads, too strong for the Grenadiers. They're going to need to fight the penals from a superior cover position if they want to win. The mortar's still going off. We've got a flamethrower though for ZodiAK. Conscripts running to the building. It's somehow snatching it from right in front of those pioneers. Very unexpected. Second mortar team from Kaster. He knows what he's up to on this map. Mortar City, baby. He's coming around. Dropping a satchel in there. He's had enough of these buildings. He doesn't have a good counter to them currently. He's just got to bomb them out. Mortar's taking some flamethrower damage, being forced to reposition. Penals also get forced back. Medics in production now. So they'll be able to heal back up because they're quite low on health. The Allies though did manage to sneak down onto this fuel. Those double mortar teams providing some good control in the middle for the Axis, but They're not having much success defending this left-hand flank. Really needs a machine gun for that, but didn't actually get one. Similar maneuver though from the Axis after all those penals got forced away. Grenadiers were able to make some ground and get control of the fuel. Oh, and Axis actually getting onto this cutoff as well, going to be cutting off that freshly captured fuel. Nice maneuver. Double mortars making it very dangerous for any unit remaining stationary. For the Allies, I think it would almost go better if they kind of switched sides. Penals would bully Grenadier mortar strategy. Get the Maxims away from those mortars. Oh, and this could be a wipe, focusing that one man Grenadier, and down it goes. Other Grenadier also could go down here. Penal's very, very strong. Oh, he gets both of them. Disaster striking there for the 101st Airborne. We did lock in Lightning War.
We have a fresh Grenadier squad.
Common counter to penals is double machine guns. But neither of the LC players getting any machine guns. I feel like that's a bit of a mistake.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
MG42 is so strong. I feel like 2 machine guns on this map will lock down basically a third of the map each. Make it a lot harder for these allies to harass in their current manner. Ooh, satchel right into the incoming path. Grenadiers do struggle to fight penals until they get the G43 upgrade, which we're starting to see come through now on a couple of them. These mortars not really paying for themselves yet. Barely gotten any damage done. Those have done a pretty good job of avoiding them. We're just staying here way too long already. Could lose this one now. It's a lot of focus for another Grenadier down. This one also taking a lot of damage. Should get away though. Look at this. This is a lot of units. No machine gun for suppression. No machine guns to hold the line. Okay, now I've finally got one for the mortars to, you know, line up and land some shots. Okay, CrossFire going for guard motor, calling in a heavy mortar team. Not surprising. This stage probably should be taking up like ZodiAK is. If he didn't go for the mortar team, I suppose he's only got one combat engineer on the field at the moment. I think he lost the other one. No, only just made one. Oh, that was a violent explosion. Okay, blob versus blob. Penals waiting for their third and fourth comrades to arrive, turning the tide in the Penals' favour very heavily. Once again, a very late retreat by the 101st. He loses another Grenadier because of it. No machine guns. He's just so stubborn about this, and it's not working out for him at all. Especially against 4 Penals. Machine gun is essential. Double machine guns, very, very powerful. 222 is on the field, but so is a ZIS. 222 really would be more effective against the penals. You can force a few of them to upgrade with the PTRS, reduce their anti-infantry capabilities. That would be very useful for the Axis at the moment. It's one shot from the ZIS. That's how they could lose this grenadier. No. And here comes T-70. A little bit late on the timing, but still going to be effective. Going in for the wipe on this Pioneer. Because 101st has lost so many units, doesn't have any anti-tank. Kaster doing a little bit better. Here's a pack in production. This is really just a nightmare start for the 101st. Just too stubborn for his own good, refusing to get machine guns in the face of mass penal strategy. Honestly, like 2 machine guns shuts down this kind of strategy so effectively. And the heavy mortar, you know, with its wayward accuracy, doesn't really counter the machine guns that effectively. We do have guard rifle combined arms from ZodiAK. Some PPSHs now for his conscripts. He's charging into these penals here. Now he has to fight all these squads. Decent rifle grenade. But looks like he's getting overwhelmed. Once again, no machine gun. Really cost him. He's gone for a very fast flak panzer though. Interesting, it's not that fast because he actually built tier 2. Didn't make any units from tier 2 though. So this flak panzer could have been out a little bit earlier. He decided to skip building this tech structure. Got a fuel cache going down for ZodiAK as well. Looks like they're quite far ahead at this point, and that's definitely true. He wants to speed up the rest of their tech units. See, building's being lost. Let's try and make a bunker? I don't know. Finals going over to the other side to join in on the harassment. Focusing the pack currently. Black Panzer heading over there though. T-70 joining in. ZIS moving up as well in support. Good work bringing that ZIS up in support. Grenadier getting super low. Penals stay still to try and focus it down, and they get it. Another wipe. These penals extremely lethal this game. Just gets one shot in. All the flak panzer pushes it back. And now the Grenadiers are coming up in support though. He's going to try outmaneuver it. Maxim's there in support. But T-70 actually going on to the other side, getting forced back by the flak panzer, leaving this Maxim a little bit exposed. Making use of this, what I imagine is a shot blocker. At least a line of sight blocker. So Axis are going to regain control of their fuel, but they've taken a lot of casualties. A lot of Grenadiers dead to these penals. CrossFire only now getting his tier 3 tech down though. Got a lot of units, which really stretches your manpower, makes it hard to afford tech. No grenade dodge, but it's going to be able to get away. Guys are still lacking a little bit of anti-tanks. This flak panzer has been able to do quite a good job forcing away units and the T-70 across a pretty decent stretch of the map. Telemine gets spotted though. Didn't defuse it, however. So got some mines from CrossFire on this flank. 101st does have a sweeper nearby though, spots that one right now. Recon play coming for Kaster, that's Jaeger armor. Which may shut down ZodiAK's hope of getting a ML20. Good use of his time there, attacking ground that mine. He doesn't have to send a sweeper over there, wasting a little bit of time in the process. Building very close to collapse. This has been some of the worst squad preservation I've ever seen from the 101st. Late retreats, not dodging grenades. Just like leaving his units inside buildings when they get flattened. It's got like 2 units. 2 grenadiers left. He's produced 7 and he's lost 5. Oh, is he about to be 6 though? Yep. Oh my god. That is a woeful display of preservation. MGs just get away. Mortars have been moved around, been doing some good damage, but now flamethrower on top of them. Now that it gets around the corner of that tree though. Takes the suppression, has to retreat. Do have a KV-1 coming for ZodiAK, T-34, 85 for CrossFire, so this flak panzer is going to need to be escorted by the pack if it wants to be effective. He's coming over here, wants to fight the T-70, but T-34-85 arrives. P4 is there though. T-70 looks like it's going to go down. T-34-85 decides not to chase any further. Doesn't actually get much damage in on the flak panzer. Oh, and he sets off one of his own mines. Takes engine damage. It's going to slow down the progress of this T-34-85 quite a lot. Did he cancel that? Did he cancel the KV-1 and then start rebuilding? Because that seems like it's been in production for a hell of a long time. Follow up. I think ZodiAK's going to need a Katyusha to try and break up this support weapon plate from Kaster. Support weapons pushing forward for ZodiAK. Okay, second squad of pioneers for the 101st. Leaning forward his grenadiers once more. Looks like he has seared off all the mines that were up here before though by running over them, so doesn't need the minesweepers up there right now. Telemine over here. Uh-oh. KV1 coming down the side. Is he going to run over it? Looks like he's going to back away, but T-3485 also chasing in. Allies pack is coming over to help support. Hit Sweet 1 on the pack. Could use a target weak point here. No, it gets decruised. KV1. Oh, the sweepers arrived just in the nick of time. Gets rid of that teller. T-3485 goes down. Taking a 1-2 shot from the packs. We have Stuka's air support being called in, which focused T-3485. So even if those pack shots missed, that most likely would have gone down there. CrossFire getting a little bit overconfident with his T-3485 and ends up losing it there. Now we've got double packs for the 101st, and on a map, you know, this is quite a narrow map, and like these lanes, don't really see that much tank play. It's going to be hard to outmaneuver 3 packs. So I might need to get some rocket artillery now to start decrewing them. Another grenadier goes down. Is that 8? 8? No, 7 from 7. So it might be 8 from 8, but he's just given up. He's like, I can't keep my grenadiers alive, I'll pioneers instead. And there we go. Also called in the Tiger. So this triple pioneer is going to keep his tanks very healthy. T-3485 now heavily out-muscled. Pops button, but once again getting very aggressive. I mean, not button, it was button, but T-3485 goes down. I mean, it was already going to be quite a foolhardy maneuver. Maybe with 2 T-3485s, you could actually make it work, trying to outposition the Tiger, but with 1, super risky. Most you could ever really hope for in that situation is maybe do half health that Tiger and get away. So ZodiAK throwing away 2 T-3485s, kind of allowing the 101st back into the game, even after losing 7 grenadiers. Chusha finally coming in now, firing at those mortars. They were retrieved very promptly though, didn't take much damage. Katyusha, I don't think it would have gotten any kills with that barrage, just the one. Okay, we've got a Panzerwerfer now for Kaster. With the recon plane going. Probably targeting these 2 support weapons. Was reasonably long range, got 3 kills. Decent amount of health damage as well. Not a bad first barrage. Like, it was still firing from a very safe distance. If you want to get those one-shot wipes, you're going to drive a little bit closer. Or just get lucky with the rocket scatter. So Ian using button here. Trying to allow time for his penal to get in there for a sticky satchel, but Tiger tiny bit too fast. T-85 is going to get some good hits in though as it retreats. Just moving in, and so is the KV1 from the side. KV1 coming around in a very circuitous route. Thought it would just come down straight through this angle. Tiger has taken a lot of health damage now. Double anti-tank guns going in on the KV1. He calls in. Whoa! How did that hit? How did the tiger die there? I thought it was away for sure. It ends up going down. I thought it was going to escape no trouble. L2's coming in, forcing back the packs. Oof. Flak Pansy ends up shooting both of them down. These do end up giving quite a lot of experience, so Flak Pansy's going to get up quite nicely now. Oh, and it gets plus 41% anti-aircraft abilities with Vet 2, so it's going to vet up to Vet 3 even more quickly. %40 reload. And after the Zisses, Scatter is very unfavourable there. Clears out a mine or two, but doesn't get a single infantry model. He's going to have to drive a little bit closer if he wants to guarantee those good hits. And because those first two Werfer barrages haven't really amounted to much, Allies have very strong infantry right now, and it's starting to overwhelm the Axis once more. Second KV-1 for ZodiAK. Z35 pushing forwards as well. It's going to come down to the pack positioning, which are coming back onto the field now after healing up. 222 goes down. I think we heard that died twice there. Yeah, I was like, what else died? It was this 222 when it went out of control and then when it actually exploded. Doubles this. Going for a barrage on the bunker, trying to knock it out long range. Mortars are right there though, could do a lot of damage to these, and they have. They're trying to back away. Low health. Katyusha coming in, going after those mortar teams in for some revenge. One of them looks likely to be decrewed, taking forever to get out of there. Oh my god. That last volley of rockets just completely missing the target. Mortar team very lucky to escape. Didn't notice where the Werfer fired there. Doesn't look like it got any kills though once again. Z35 is going to be able to keep the Panther in check. Z35 on focus sight mode here, doing some good damage to this bunker. These anti-tank guns have to mobilize. Here they come now. On the side, misses the first shot though. Triple packs actually from the 101st. IL-2s. A lot of damage to all this German infantry. So, no, that's a second Werfer, right? There's two Werfers, one for Kaster, one for the 101st. Kind of surprised to see the 101st actually tech to tier 4 instead of rebuilding another Tiger. Loses both his packs right there. In comes a close range Werfer barrage though. It's a lot of suppression. Oh, a lot of model kills as well. One penal down. Guards also taking a lot of damage here. Black Pans are very close to Vet 3 now. So he wants to satchel these, stop them from being recruited. Oh, he gets one of them though. Very close to both. That was a pretty good move for Barrage, however. Vet 3 now for the Osman. Oh, and the SU-85 well controlled by CrossFire, killing the other weapon. Barrage almost knocks out the heavy mortar team. Oh, the Ghost do good. No. Too close. Air support coming in. Uh-oh. Very deep in enemy territory. Thanks to that recon plane, he was able to plant it very deep into the enemy territory. Bring a lot of health damage to all these allied vehicles. Didn't get any kills though. I mean, if they could have quite easily targeted either of those Katyushas there and got the kill. Quite lucky though for the allies that didn't happen. I think this was still in the targeting circle. May have one more pass to come targeting it, or perhaps not. First rebuilt his packs. And oh, that's a good move from ZodiAK. I was thinking to myself, they could really do with some anti-air. Looks like he's going to be the one biting the bullet. Even though ZodiAK, I mean CrossFire, should probably be the one doing it, because ZodiAK needs the munitions for his IL-2s, whereas CrossFire doesn't have as much to spend his munitions on. Probably be better if he got the AA, but, you know, just random teams, they don't have quite much coordination on those kind of things. So they'll shut down the recon planes and the... It's too close air support. Quad is actually the best anti-aircraft at the moment, I believe. Received several buffs. After it used to be one of the worst. Wolf is coming in. It's quite a lot of health damage, but turn rocket fire, targeting the mortar. Doesn't quite get it. Another Werfer barrage into the middle, it looks like. No. Over there. Very confusing. I thought he would have been targeting the center. SU-85 charging forwards. Oh man, this is a nasty Katyusha barrage. One pack goes down. Other pack's advancing. Getting out of the range of those rockets. But now the PPSH conscript's going to be right on top of them thanks to the URA. Black Panzer coming in. So is the Panther. SU-85 come around. Packs have backed right away. Not going to be able to help defend here. He could actually leave his Panzerwerfer exposed if the SU-85 chases any further. Which is not going to do. Second SU-85 coming in for crossfire. Oh, that's it. T-3485, what was I talking about? Second Katyusha though coming in for ZodiAK. Doesn't have anti-tank grenades though. Which hasn't mattered too much yet, but could be a problem later on. E4 going after the quad. This is there to defend though. Hits Vet 2 as well with that shot. Oh, Flak Pans are doing some Risky harassing right down in enemy lines. There were a lot of mines down here and he hasn't swept up here for quite a long time. Very risky. For not much reward. We might have seen a Soviet mortar flare there. Scouting out a good Katyusha rocket location. Knocks out one of those support weapons. Pioneers get clear, but pretty good Katyusha barrage there. T-3485 going after this P4. P4 getting saved by all these packs. Packs still doing a lot of damage to this allied armor, and they're kind of blocking each other here. Packs continuing. Just getting shots. Here comes the Panther. KV-1 exposing its rear armor here. Panther takes a lot of damage. Deterred from chasing any further. Target weak point in, but out of range for any follow-up. Oh my god, he just continues to get shots. This has been sitting here forever. KV-1 forgotten about. Main gun destroyed. One more shot and it'll die. Oh, gets away. Lucky break for ZodiAK. I suppose, yeah, it's kind of lucky. I mean, he could have just reversed away 5 seconds earlier, but I'll overlook that. Ooh, elephant for Kaster. Elephant can be a little bit tricky to use on this map. There are all these buildings in the middle, which kind of makes it like 3 lanes. One in the middle, one here, one over this side. Even though this is like essentially one big central channel, but it does make it a little bit harder to use the elephant because, you know, tanks can kind of come down one lane and then come through those shot blockers and flank your elephant. Makes it hard to position the elephant, especially if you don't have something providing a sight. Like these recon planes, which are going to be shot down by the quad, which is why the artillery flares are so strong in team modes in YKW, because they can't be shot down. Getting aggressive though, coming down this flank. Gets the Katyusha with the Panther, then blitzes out of there, calling in the P-47s deep into enemy territory. The Elephant catching them unawares back here. Could lose his V3 Su-85. Very, very close call. IL-2's coming down in response, forcing away the packs. Uh-oh, quad still in the circle and shooting at a tank rather than the aircraft. Quad goes down. I think so of the IL-2s and the Stukas. All the aircraft getting shot down here. But on the back of that elephant charge, Allies have been pushed right back. The extra damage from the elephant in the back lines really catching ZodiAK off guard. That's, I think, the ideal start for your super heavy tank destroyer, like the elephant or the Yak Tiger. Like the first time it gets revealed, comes on and ends up getting some armor kills. I don't think it didn't personally get them attributed, but Panther reaped the rewards. CrossFire actually floating a lot. His army size quite small. Doesn't have the fuel for building any more tanks. Can't build support weapons because he doesn't have tier 2 still. This Tiger just getting cut to pieces though with a second SU-85. Packer's there. A little bit late. Tiger goes down from that last shot from the SU-85, which also goes down in response. Chooses raining down on the Pax. Pax returning fire. SU-85 almost goes down. More Katyusha fire onto these Pax. They're going to get decrewed. He's kind of running them into the artillery fire and he loses all 3 of them there. Without the Tiger now, all of these very exposed. Is that Panzerwerfer going? Must be targeting his conscripts. They avoid it easily. Black Panzer trying to stand guard over these packs, stop them from being stolen or destroyed. And all 3 packs get stolen by these pioneers. Gotta try wheel them to safety. They're under heavy mortar fire. One of them doesn't make it out alive. Recon plane now free to soar thanks to the quad getting destroyed. That last big vehicle engagement. Has rebuilt it, but the quad upgrade hasn't completed yet. Oh, engine damage on the KV-1. Guards are there to help defend. Don't have the ability to button though. SU-85 coming in now. Oh, with the P-47s come through, get the killing blow. Oh, these KV-1s so slow, just soaking up those elephant shots. This point in the allies, you gotta be thinking, okay, well maybe I gotta try go for a flank. What's the flank situation like? Both the flanks look to be unmined. So some enterprising medium tank play could be strong. Nice dodge there in the middle. Double flak panzers though, those penals not gonna last long. Especially that Vet 3 one. It's very fast. Flak panzer already one of the fastest tanks. Clear in. Katyusha barrage must be following shortly. KV-1s, you know, can bounce those hack shots, but they are sitting ducks for their elephant. Good Werfer barrage. Does a lot of damage to all those units. Katyusha returning fire. Quite a long range barrage though. The rockets are scattering very wide. Doing quite a lot of damage to the tanks though. And quite a lot of veterancy there. Oh, these double flak panzers just chopping away at CrossFire's infantry. SU-85 is there. KV-1 switches over to stop this harassment. Guards having trouble against those Vet 3 grenadiers. Oh, and he's... Oh, very late retreat, and he ends up losing it to a kind of lucky long-range P4 shell there. Oh, he's had such a strong lead, but the Axis have really been clawing it back recently. think CrossFire losing his Katyusha was very costly. They're now having a lot of trouble dealing with this mass pack play from the 101st. Likewise, the KV-1's quite slow, having trouble dealing with the huge damage output from the elephant. Elephant perhaps needs to switch lanes now though. Haven't been many tanks down this lane for a while. The Allied tanks currently in the middle, duking it out. Katyusha coming in, going after these support weapons. KV-1 coming around the side, but double packs are right there. Packs just going in. P4 coming around the side, going after the Katyusha, looks like. Just everything bouncing and missing. So that's going to escape. Right in the middle. Ooh! Conscripts go down there. Once again, these guys advancing into the flak panzer fire, taking a lot of damage. Retreat out of the range. That panzer worth it. Take a look at army supplies. Overall, pretty similar. Kaster making up for 101st's slightly lower supply, so pretty even match. Axis have found the time to plant a whole bunch of munitions caches late in the game. I'm going to aid them in using their commander abilities. I haven't been paying attention if CrossFire's been using the crew self-repair or not. Doesn't look like it. Okay, in comes a recon plane. Quad is right there, ready to shoot it down. There it goes. Alpha gives some good damage onto that KV-1, forcing it away. Panther gonna chase him. 285s are nearby. A lot more guards now. Crossfire. Stuka dive bomb coming in. Ooh! Right on top of the S285, does some good damage. Gets out of the range of the button. So no significant losses on either side in that engagement. We first managed to rebuild the Tiger now. That's bad news for the Allies. Oh! Elephant takes a huge hit. Pack is there. Oh! Tiger getting right in deep, dropping the P-47s, or JU-87s rather. Tiger goes down. So does the KV-1. I think I've called this P-47s a couple of times today, so. JU-87s. There's the second one. You can see the strength of the quad shooting down those planes so quickly. As I said, helps them vet up really fast as well. There was a whiff barrage on that Zis. Managed to get away, retaining its veherency. Oh, so important. Now where's your 85s? Uh-oh. Oh, Vet Fleet 3 Flak Panzer goes down. So that's 101st losing his armor once more. Just barrage with the flares once more, targeting the packs. Long range.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Doing a really good job with that heavy mortar crew, making use of the flares on it. Oh, both the packs got decrewed there. I thought at least one of them would have gotten away there. Victory now for that Panther. Some S mines on this VP. Oh, and they're backfiring. 34, 85, clearing them out by running over them. Now I'm going to chase this down. More S mines in the middle though. And if it misses that shot long range. Oh, big hits on the KV-1. It's spinning around. If the Elephant gets one more hit, it could go down. Gets away. A crawler setting off some S mines there in the middle. A bunker in the middle as well. Good bunker usage. It's a good time in the game to get a bunker down. Also, the Axis have a triple cap. Despite forcing away the squads over here, the Allies very slow to send a unit over there to cap. They're draining a lot of VPs right now. T-34 unable to stop this vetted up P4 on the flank. Is this also not rotating? Could lose this T-34. And he does. Lucky long-range penetration from that. Results in the T-34's death. Looks like they want to try to go for some of those T-34 flanks, but if they get picked off in those skirmishes like that, you're never going to get the critical masses of T-34s necessary. This flank though, very exposed for the Axis. No mines, almost no units.
We have a forward structure under attack.
Vehicles button right in front of the ZIS, which is repositioned now. Before got to get out of there. Okay. Action in the middle, trying to knock out these packs. In comes the IL-2s. Good assault. Oh, target weak point from the Elephant. Stunning. KV-1, which is now taking heavy damage from the Elephant. Panther coming in to clean up, but this is a good infantry push, but they're all running into this bunker, getting suppressed by the bunker. Got the anti-tank planes coming in response, but the Panther kind of derping out there, spinning around, ends up going down.
We have lost a Panzer.
All that infantry gets forced away by those bunkers. Just even this one really deep into their territory comes in clutch there, stopping that blob from flanking. Now trying to target that bunker in the middle. Looks like he's going to be able to destroy it too. Maybe going to allow the cap in the middle for the Allies. The Maxim coming up in support as well, so is the ZIS. Oh no, the ZIS is now backing away. Oh, but the actually gets suppressed by this bunker over here. This bunker's doing a A lot of work for the Axis. Without the ZIS there in support, these tanks overpowering the Allies. CrossFire now at full army supply, going for another squad of guards. Another bunker up for Kaster. Oh, S-35 getting flanked by the P4, but another one in the rear lines helping out. S-35 gets away on a tiny amount of health. Bunker nearly completed. Rockets coming in both ways. Ooh, that was a nasty whiff of barrage. Almost knocks out 3 squads. Gets one of them. BP is neutralized and victory points very close between these two. Gonna call in another IL-2. Still got the flak panzer though. Should be quite effective at shooting them down. Yeah, oh, the old-fashioned base kamikaze. Shusha knocks out that bunker. Another bunker going down. Elephant fully repaired. Gets a good hit on the Su-85, forcing that away. The Allies in control of the VPs right now. 101st quite far behind in supply right now. Has to bring his flak panzer forward to try to force away these guards. Panther also there, but taking ZIS fire from long range. Flak panzer doing some good damage. Oh, Shusha takes out those bunkers really effectively now. P4 going forwards, getting aggressive. But it seems like there's mass infantry spam from the Allies in the middle with all the PTRSs doing some good work here. Need to perhaps mobilize their machine guns to try and help fight this. And get some lucky Panzerwerfer barrages. 101st actually lost his Panzerwerfer.
We have a forward structure under attack.
Trying to run this forward for a sticky satchel, but not quite getting there. I'll settle with the satchel on this bunker instead. Just getting away as well. S-35's back up to full health, coming in to defend. And 101st with only pioneers can't really fight this infantry with anything but his tanks and the Su-85 zoning him out. This is there as well. So it's going to be the target for this Werfer. Indeed. Doesn't quite get the wipe though. Allies in control of the VP. Axis need to dig deep here. Needs to perhaps push this machine gun up, maybe bring in some hacks from this angle to target these Su-85s. would be slightly risky, but at this point in the game they need to take some risks to get control of that central VP. It feels like the Allies are slowly getting more and more kills, maintaining control of that central VP much more effectively. Oh, he's got to branch out, go for the far VP, risky maneuver. That's not what I was thinking. Maybe you could run up there with a Pioneer or something. Spotted on his way up there, has to retreat anyway. Buttoned, Elephant's buttoned. S-85 wants to take advantage of this. Both of them do. Both of them Vet 3 going to have great rate of fire and penetration. Oh, and they go. Elephant goes down. Double Su-85s doing the job there. Good use of button and mark target. Just melted through that Elephant. P4 if it's stuck in there for a little bit longer could have got the killing blow on the KV-1 there. And imagine if during that engagement, when those Su-85s were charging forward, if there was a pack from this angle like I was talking about, shooting at them from the side, perhaps could have saved the Elephant. Now he's heading up there with the Pioneers, trying to get the VP under control. Actually not much to deal with that right now. All the squad's back in base. Anti-infantry tanks out of action. Trying to use some attack grounds there. And Axis now managing to perhaps sneak their way to a triple cap. Now I still have a little bit over 100 VPs to go though. Su-85 is going after these flak panzers now. Werfer right there as well. Allies taking control of the middle.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Oh, is it shoot charge? Doesn't do too much. Central on that bunker takes care of it though. Panzers in the middle doing a lot of health damage. Before managing to flank around this Vet 3 Zis, is this thing gonna finally go down? It's been so low so many times and it finally gets decrewed. 35 now rotating around to that side. At this nearby, but could end up losing his P4 here. Back not rotating. Oh, and he picks it off long range. Pack still not rotating. Needs to blitz out of there. That Panzer's going to work. One of them takes a sticky satchel though, and here comes the KV-1. There is a pack nearby. They're switching sides. Oh, Katyusha misrallied. Loses it in the blink of an eye. Crossfire. There's quite a lot of manpower though. Can instantly rebuild it. Could probably also call in some guards as well, just to get a bit more capping infantry on the field without a build time.
The enemy is down to 25 points. Victory is in our grasp.
The VP war wages on. Axis unable to get the capture there in the middle, and they're getting very, very low on VPs now. 20 remaining. Uh-oh, KV1 just parked in front of these elephant and pack combo. Ends up losing it. Oh, clears out the machine gun. That was an important part of the defenses here for the Axis. Button once again and mark target. Elephant taking heavy damage. Panther coming in to try save the day. Also taking a lot of damage though. Oh, Stuka dive bomb knocks out both of the Su-85s. Thanks to that elephant follow-up as well. Panzer 4 in there doing some heroic plays, trying to get the capture here. So is the Flak Panzer moving in to the capture circle, trying to get rid of all these allied troops which are just hurling themselves into the center. Machine gun gets destroyed. Looks like the allies are going to hang in there and drain out those last 4 VPs. And that's it. Good match, you know, nice back and forth. Both teams having their time to shine. I think 101st with his preservation did let down the team. God damn it. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, 101st definitely letting down the team with his preservation. Very unwilling to get double MG42s in the face of mass penal spam. I think it's very unwise if you're up against 4 penals and a squad of guards and you don't have a machine gun. That's just unacceptable in my books. Also, yeah, just his preservation of basically all his units, a little bit substandard. Flak Panzer play though was quite good and really helped against those IL-2s. Good preservation also from CrossFire Su-85s. Got, I think, 3 of them up to Vet 3 this game. They really helped knock out that first elephant. And the Allies did coordinate well to knock out the elephant mark target. Plus a lot of focus fire. The button, knocking out that first one. Second one also took a lot of damage. Was threatened to be killed as well. But yeah, good back and forth and good match overall. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.